It's an exciting time of year for folks here as they plan outings to one of the many festivals in and around Rochester, but many organizers have made changes to safety protocols in response to several disruptions last year. Ryan Hermanit can tell us about some of those changes that festival leaders want us to know about. Ryan.
Hi, Teresa. We're only 2 days away from an event Rochesterians look forward to each and every year, the Lilac Festival. But there are some new security protocols at Highland Park and other carnivals happening later this season that folks should keep in mind. Festival season in the greater Rochester area may look a little different this year, with new protocols in place for security, including at the Lilac Festival.
You'll notice definitely some changes this year in other ways, including our brand new bag policy, which we are mirroring other events in Rochester.
In Spencerport, Aaron Baker, who is the president of the Spencerport Volunteer Firemen's Association, told me their Firemen's Carnival will implement similar changes. He says it's all in prioritizing safety.
It wasn't until the last few years that we really started seeing, an uptick in youth that were coming here with no desire to, do rides or, eat food or anything. They were just here to cause trouble.
At last year's carnivals in both Spencerport and East Rochester, over 200 people broke out into fights, and one teenager tried to enter one of these festivals with a loaded firearm. So Baker met with other event organizers in the area to discuss what they could do differently. The setup at most of these festivals will be familiar to many folks.
If you go to Highmark Stadium, if you go to the Blue Cross Arena, you're going to be going through a very series of security protocols, bag checks, or, a lot of them have metal detectors and whatnot. So people are already used to that type of thing. I think people are really back into, going to the carnival and riding the rides and eating the food and having a good time. We want to make sure that they're safe. And paramount to anything, safety is our #1 concern.
Now, a common change that you should check on before heading to your neighborhood's festival is their policy on unaccompanied minors. In Spencerport, for example, they've changed this policy, now requiring those 18 and younger to be accompanied by an adult who is 21 or over. I'm told that has to be their parent or legal guardian. I'll have a more detailed breakdown on these changes available to you on our website, that is rochesterfirst.com. Reporting in studio, Ryan Hermanit, News 8.